a quick budget update from the pie. I drove my Chevy to the levy, and the levy was £925 per student per year. The technical details of the international student levy have come out today with the government budget. And what do we know? Well, firstly, that it won't come into effect till 2028. That's just 1 year before the next general election, where policy could change again. But it does leave universities this lead time to prepare themselves financially. The OFS have said at the moment 1 in 6 UK universities have less than 30 days cash liquidity. They cannot pay this charge now, and so it's not coming in until 2028. The next thing is that it's a flat fee of £925, not the 6% tax on all of the international student fee revenue for a university. And this is a bit of a win for universities with higher fees, the Russell Group. And that's because 6% of, say, £15,500 as a tuition fee would be £925. So if you have less or lower fees than that, then really you're going to be paying a higher percentage, more than that 6% per student. Whereas the Russell Group could have paid a lot more. The higher fees could have meant a lot more 6% tax on it, but it's now a flat fee of £925. So the universities that are really going to suffer are universities with lower fees and a high cost of acquisition already. The other thing is this is just English universities. Wales and Scotland have devolved strategies, so they're not going to do this. Whether that gets challenged by the government remains to be seen. The other thing is that there is a buffer of 220 students that won't have the levy applied to them. And now this doesn't mean a first come first served basis for those students. It just means that the institution has this window, and that's because institutions that have less international students are less exposed to that risk because they're not getting the income, and therefore they're not going to pay it until after 220 students. That helps institutions like arts colleges. How will this be applied? We don't know. Institutions will face a choice, I think, about whether they absorb this cost and then tell the student that we've paid this on your behalf and use that as a pull factor, or whether they explain on their website, here's the international student fee plus the £925, which is a government charge. It's not ours. And so they make it clear that this is an additional charge like the NHS surcharge. The other thing is this was done to raise maintenance funds for domestic students, which is going up with inflation, hopefully. Domestic tuition fee is also going up with inflation. But as Universities UK have pointed out, that's going up by £285 per year, and then over the next 3 years, we've got a £925 charge coming in per student. Basically, you're cancelling one out with the other. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul. And the Institute for Fiscal Studies have said that this is complete senseless policy. It's still going to some consultation. It will still have to go through some committees before it's completely signed off. So you can follow all of this developing story in the pie.